I'll suck a penis. I think it'll be funny. The pee hole's real big. We are back for another week, and we're recovering from Nochella. Today we're gonna do a gay Q&A, but the Q's are not from you guys because there's not enough. So if you guys could share, that would be great. But
follow, like, subscribe, share.
yeah, it would be really great.
Real nice.
Real nice.
We got some people to give us some gay questions to answer. And these are questions that you may or may not already know the answers to.
Or you just might be so curious about.
Yeah, or you're like straight and don't really understand the gay world and you might be curious. Without further ado, let's just jump right into the questions.
Oh my god. Yes! Who is the girl and who's the guy? Because I haven't been asked that in a long time, or been called, because like everyone assumes I'm the girl.
Yes.
And I've said that to Luke, like when we first got together, I would be like, oh my god, I'm the girl and you're the guy. And he goes,
No.
I'm with a guy.
Yeah,
I'm not with a girl.
We're both guys.
We're both guys. I have feminine qualities, but like everyone has a feminine and masculine side. Like
They
it's a
do.
human thing.
Yeah.
We're just more in touch because we're superior.
I've always been very much, we're both guys. And so I guess
Very.
to answer the question, there is no girl.
No,
You know?
no. It's a gay relationship.
Yeah.
It's two guys.
Ain't she?
And yeah.
So she asked, how do you talk about who's the top and who's the bottom without being direct about it? There is no other way than to be direct about asking that question.
No,
right?
it's generally asked quickly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or when it's assumed.
usually before the first date, and usually
Yeah,
if you
'cause there's
assume,
gay
you're
apps now.
probably wrong.
Yes.
So
yes.
you need to like know.
Yes. I didn't even know my
Later.
preference until later.
Really?
Yeah, cause pain.
Tolerance, girl. Tolerance.
I'll let you imagine which one I am.
My thought process is that you always should just like have the conversation very
Yeah.
directly instead of like trying to guess, because
Well, and
the more
now-
you know, the more you know.
And you're not wasting time.
Okay, moving on.
Did we answer that? What made you gay? God. And by God, I mean Christina Aguilera.
What was the question?
What turned you gay? Or what made you gay? What turned you?
Honey, honey, honey. Guess what? We didn't choose this. We didn't
No.
ask for this. We didn't, maybe sometimes didn't even want this.
Yeah.
But guess what? We grow into who we are.
And that's who we are.
And when you finally decide to love yourself for
Yeah.
who you are,
And
like
accept
that's
it.
and accept it, like that's when you flourish. I love myself. Isn't that a song?
It is now.
Have you ever tried being straight? So there's that. I did that my entire high school career. So
I mean, I thought I have always had girlfriends, best girlfriends, but when it came to like even kissing them, they were too soft. First of all, they wouldn't take the lead, and I was like, okay, we're done. And one girl tried, and I was like, this isn't right. You're really soft, and I'm not into that. Where's the man?
okay, so this is where we're different on this, because like even though like I knew that I was gay in high school, like I always was like, if I don't want to be gay, I don't have to be gay. And like that was my, struggle. It's like if I don't want to be gay, I don't have to be gay. And I really was in love with my girlfriend.
I
You
do
know,
believe
like-
that, and I get that.
Like
Yeah.
I was
You commit.
very much in love with her.
Yeah.
And if she happens to watch this, I do want her to know that. So
Mine, she literally, like, after I came out, we went and got dinner, and she was like, I'm not mad you're gay, like, of course I don't care, it's just like, it was almost a relief to find out you were gay, because I was like, you're my first love, like, I was in love with you, and we never did anything, and I felt like something was wrong with me, and I was like,
it's good.
oh my god,
Yeah.
no, it isn't you, I just am not
It's not you, it's me.
It's like so generic, but it was, and she was like crying, and I was like, no, I love you, like, it's nothing to do with you. That's a good gay question.
What?
Is bisexual real?
I used to didn't think it was a thing.
I didn't either. I was like, you're just on the road to gay.
Yeah, I was just like, if you're bi,
the
like
older-
you're on the road to gay,
And
and
it
like
is.
you're bi now, gay later plan.
Yeah.
But like,
But sexuality is such a spectrum now.
and it's
Not even now.
I think it always
Always
has
was.
been,
But now
like,
it's
we're
like-
just like starting to realize
We're
that,
enlightened
yeah.
and know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean,
It is
if I were
definitely.
asked that question today, I would say it's definitely a thing, and people have their own spectrum, and they have their own like preferences.
And for a lot, like I would say love is love, like you can't control that. Unfortunately, like for me, it's specific. So I understand someone else that's like not, that can just be more fluid with that.
Yeah,
And that's
I mean,
actually beautiful.
Sexuality is super fluid.
Yeah.
Maybe I commit to a guy this time, but I commit to a girl the next time.
And it's
that
fine,
doesn't
and
make-
you're satisfied.
right, and it doesn't make those times with the opposite sex any less real.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
It's all a very valid relationship.
Yeah. That was a good one.
Yeah.
Yes. How does a gay couple have kids? This one said,
None of your business. But we sure tried for years and years.
money and lots of practice.
I can answer all of that.
Why is gays so successful and stylish? Okay, go.
I mean, it doesn't work for me because I grew up in a pretty accepting household. But I think the community as a whole is successful because it's something to focus on and like work hard towards. Because you're like, if you're not accepted or everything is pushing you down, you're just like, okay, well then screw you. I'm gonna work hard to get away from you.
Well,
And you work hard.
You like find an outlet that allows you to be at peace while you're having to deal with other stuff.
I just had an aha
around you.
moment. We go for something that we love because, I mean, whatever. And that's where you're the most successful always, is if you love something and you work hard at it, it's gonna pay off.
Yeah.
When you're...
People never understood like why I practice so much, but like looking back at it now, like it was therapeutic. It was like something to do, take my mind off of all the bullshit that I had to
in
deal
my
with in
brain.
high school.
Yeah.
You know, and like people making fun of you and people still questioning you. It's just like it was a release, and it was like something to
For sure.
to do.
What was my release?
Masturbation.
The question, in two different contexts, is
Yeah.
what do you do when people are giving you looks when you're with your partner? A is judgmentally, and B is when they're hitting on one of you.
Yeah.
So A, what do you do? We'll go bad first. So when they're judging.
Well,
looking
you
at
know, like I don't really even notice it anymore. I feel like I used to be so worried about what everybody thought,
Yeah.
and like I like wouldn't hold hands with my boyfriend or like anything. We would just go to dinner, and like in the back of my mind, like I'm thinking, hopefully they think we're just friends. And you know that's terrible, but
Yeah.
like that's
But
what
to
would
stay
always...
off the radar. One time I was at the ATM with my brother and some guy was crazy there and was saying all this stuff, and I think he eventually said something about me being gay, and Josh just assumed that the guy thought he was my boyfriend, and Josh just goes, "He's my brother!" I mean, it didn't faze me. I was like, this guy's nuts, and I'm sure he called me gay. But I'm trying to think, like, in the beginning, when Luke and I would go out in Vegas or in PV, honestly, I've always just kind of forgotten. You know this about me. Like, I just forget where I am, and I just act like myself.
Yeah.
So I think moral of that story is just be
Just
you.
be yourself. Don't worry about what
And
everybody else thinks.
don't worry,
Just, like,
but don't go overboard to, you know, like...
do not compensate for anyone else.
No, you
because
just
you
do
live
you.
your life and
Yeah.
they'll live theirs. So.
Now let's go to the best part of the question.
So the other part. So like, what do you do if like someone's like
Hitting on your
hitting
partner.
on you
On me.
while you're out with your partner?
Well, I'm bad. I flirt back.
Well, see. But like that's kind of like our community in a way.
Yeah.
Like you just kind of flirt back because I kind of like flirt back. I mean, who doesn't like a good flirt?
Exactly. It makes you feel good.
It makes you feel
yeah,
good.
Get your blood
and
flowing.
and as long as you're like going home with your partner anyway, and like it doesn't matter.
It's the
Okay,
same.
so why do a lot of gay people have open relationships?
I have a lot to say. I think for gay men, we're not lying that we're men and
Yeah.
sexual. So we can be committed, but there's no denying you can be in the most committed, loving relationship, like madly in love. You're
And
still gonna find
want
other-
to have
Yeah.
sex with somebody and some other
Uh-huh.
thing. I think what we need to boil this down to though is that if a couple chooses to have this open relationship
Yeah.
with each other,
It's none of your
then
business.
that's what they're doing, and it's none of your business.
Yeah. Okay, guys, so we are gonna say goodbye. I hope you learned something, because I think we learned something.
Yeah, we learned everything we already
We
know.
learned that we're really gay and really proud of it. And that we practice to have children.
Right, we practice a lot having children. It just sometimes never works out.
Yeah, it's very odd. I mean, I've been trying to get pregnant for 10 years. You guys are awesome. Please like, subscribe, and share, because we need more of you so that we can produce A+ quality content.
You got it!
Like, subscribe, share. Woo! We love ya.
We love ya.
We love ya. We love ya.
We love ya. We love ya.
Cheers. Drink up, Vicky.